This week, Ron Paul picked up an endorsement. Now the person who gave that endorsement could be in hot water. The Army is investigating whether a 28-year-old reservist broke protocol by praising Paul's foreign policy during a nationally televised campaign rally. Corporal Jesse Thorson called Paul's policy, quote, better than any candidate out there. The Defense Department does not stop soldiers from supporting the candidate of their choosing, but some are questioning whether it was a good idea for a soldier to question the country's foreign policy when the country is still at war. What are your thoughts?
PR specialist and Twitterati, I think I'll call you. Amanda Vega is here to talk about this. What do you think about this, Amanda?
This is a tough one, right? Because I think we were looking earlier, like what exactly is the protocol? How is it complete uniform? Is it just pieces of a uniform? And the background says that it is okay for someone in the service to support any candidate they want, but it's the uniform issue. So the question becomes, where is a soldier's rights versus just, the average Joe? And then, I have to get deeper into, do people consider it, a plight against our own president, who they're supposed to be supporting, who is in essence their boss, to be that public in their uniform.
I have
a sticky one.
I have a relative who's in the service and has now served 2 tours overseas. My take on all of this, and I want to get your opinion and a viewer's opinion naturally, is I think whenever these brave men and women wear that uniform, they've earned the right to voice their opinion. They've earned the right. They fought for us. I think that they have every right to voice their opinion. Sure, there are rules. I just think the men and women, look at these people here, out there fighting for freedom right there. I think they've earned the right to voice their opinion.
Chris, I agree with you, but I think you and I both know in the military, if you're active duty, especially if you are enlisted,
rules.
You keep your mouth shut because I'm not saying, I'm not admonishing anyone here. I'm saying
sure.
you know that you need to keep quiet or there could be a lot coming down on you from the top.
Yeah.
Right. And that need for protocol, right, at that very level. There's a purpose for that on the much bigger scale, which boils down to international security and things like that. So that's the part that I would, be concerned about, is that if this is, not followed, what else isn't being followed, and then why we have to have that sort of orderly conduct in the military for, other reasons.
Yeah, and if there's a complaint, there's a chain of command that needs to be followed. So again, the Department of Defense is probably looking at it from that angle.
Right. This guy, by the way, served 2 tours in Afghanistan, mind you, okay? Heather Kerr writes in, people don't understand that when you're in the military, you really don't have an opinion. After you get out, feel free. When you have it to, when in, you have to keep it to yourself.
Which is what that's the point that I was making. Josh Gonzalez says, I don't care what the rules are. He risked his life for this country so he can endorse whoever he wants.
Jennifer Turner says, no matter what his feelings are, he must keep them to himself. Being in the service, your political opinions cannot be made public in that fashion.
Sarah Graham says he can support whoever he wants. His vote counts as well, considering it affects his job and how he runs and operates his duties.
Good debate, good stuff coming from our viewers. Thank you for that. And we're going to be right back with your questions and comments for today's guest, Amanda Vega.
Plus, Katrina is over in the social media center. There she is, tracking the stories, making a buzz.